Hey guys, Evans with Z111 here today, and I'm bringing you some coverage on the game Destiny, which is currently in open beta on pretty much all platforms except PC, which quite a few people are angry about. So I have this on my PlayStation 3, I've been playing it, and Destiny was something I thought I was going to be massively disappointed by. But I've reached level 8 in the beta, which is currently the cap, and I am loving it. It is amazing. This is the tower section, which is basically your hub. Or typical hub in any MMO. You buy equipment, you join clans and alliances, you get bounties and challenges, you you know what hubs are if you've ever played an MMO, you'll know what to expect from this area. It's in third person perspective, you can see all the other players, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Like if I go to the bounty tracker here, I'll get different bounties based on PvP, or what I want is Vanguard. Okay, Crucible is basically the PvP area, and Vanguard is the player versus enemy area. So I've currently actually got some bounties, let me quickly check. Okay, so bounties are basically little challenges slash side quests that get refreshed every 24 hours or so they're essentially your dailies. You can accept them to get Vanguard reputation, which increases for vendors, the type of equipment they sell to you, and of course experience. So I'll just say kill 100 enemies with precision damage, so I need to get critical hits on them. So now every time I go to a player versus enemy area, that challenge will be building up and eventually I'll get the experience. Now, I'm not going to show off this tower too much because, as I said, it's just a hub. There's nothing too interesting here, especially in the current beta. So what I will do is pull up my little scanner and go to orbit. Now, in orbit, this is where it's essentially your level select screen. You choose what planet you want to go to, what zone you want to go to, and what you want to do. So here's my little ship, and if I go to set destination, then I can go to the moon, which is currently locked, the tower, which is where I just was, Crucible, which is PvP, and the first area, which is Earth, which I've currently completed. So here are all the levels. These are basically single instances or story levels. That is the final one, a strike, which is essentially a raid, a really difficult boss. And then you can just explore, which is what I'm going to do now. I will show you Russia on Earth. Now, originally, when I was playing through the game and going through story instances, I thought, wait a second, this doesn't really feel like an MMO. But the explore mode is really where it's at, because this is where you get given access to the entire area, there are enemies scattered around, and there are other players also scattered around. So I'm probably going to look for a side quest. Those basically side quests respawn every now and then, and they're pretty much randomized. So if I go to one of those green beacons, then I can run over and accept a side quest. As you can see, the game looks spectacular, and this is on a PlayStation 3. Imagine what it would like on a PlayStation 4, or a Xbox One, or any of the next-gen consoles. Now that is an enemy, so I will dispose of these guys. You have to excuse my terrible accuracy, but something which I do have to praise the game for is the guns actually have recoil, which I like. A lot of modern shooters get rid of the recoil on guns, which means it's no skill. And if that was the case in an MMO, then it's just a matter of getting the best equipment, and there's no skill at all involved in using them. So let me get that mission, and this mission is... Ooh, okay. So this is an assassination contract. So it looks as though I need to go over here. I will spawn my vehicle, which again, it's just really seamless. This game feels so insanely polished. I absolutely love it. It feels extremely responsive, the controls are great, the gunplay feels amazing, and just everything works, which I can't praise enough. Now, this is my sniper. The ammo is quite limited on this weapon, so I have to be careful not to miss any shots, like I just did there. And there we go. I'm not sure what was going on with the hitbox there, right as I'm complimenting the polish on the game. I will also show you, you can actually customize your equipment, which is pretty awesome. So if I go to this menu, then select my sniper, then I can upgrade it. And this has quite a few upgrades, because, one second, I haven't got the damage upgrade for some reason. It's got quite a few upgrades, because it's quite an early game weapon, and the ones later on have like loads of nodes that you can customize. So I've just given it a better scope, which means I should be able to zoom in a bit more and be a bit more accurate. Although, by the looks of it, that enemy has disappeared. So this area is clear, which means I can now move up with my vehicle. Vehicles are very, very squishy. They take 2 or 3 hits to destroy, so you can't just drive through areas filled with enemies in order to bypass them. You do have to dismount and actually kill the enemies. Otherwise, you're probably going to lose your vehicle and die. Now, this is my pulse rifle, as you saw in action earlier. It's just basically a free burst weapon. So it's alright at close range, but it's much better at medium range. So in close quarter combat, I probably want to switch to my machine gun, my heavy machine gun, but that is currently out of ammo, so I need to get some ammo first. It looks as though I'm going in the right direction, so if I pass through this area, it should lead me to another exterior. And as said, the game, not only do the exteriors look great, but the interiors look great too. It's not just all shit. Okay, let's see if I can throw and knife this guy for the stealth kill. There we go. And no, that wasn't stealth at all. These guys spotted me. Now, these guys aren't actually only level 1, so maybe I don't need to be playing so tactically. I could just throw in a grenade and boom. There's like 5 kills right there. So I'm just going to run through this area. They don't or the lower level enemies don't really drop anything worth looting. They don't drop building materials, crafting materials, anything like that, or even loot. It's just really not worth it. So I'm going to run through this area and get through the other end where my Vandal target is, and I'll see you guys when I get there. Okay, so here's the exterior. And something I should mention is you may recognise this area from one of the tech demos. This is like where, one second if I get to a better angle, the player came out of that wall there, because you can be inside that wall too, and then a giant fuck-off mothership came and like knocked over one of these towers and then dropped a giant tank-like robot here. That's just an instance that can happen randomly in the game, a public event, I'm not sure what they call it, but it is amazing. I've had that happen to me once, and bringing that thing down was so satisfying, I absolutely loved it. Now the Vandal target is over here, so yeah, these enemies are now level 5, they're a bit higher, which means I'm going to have to be playing a bit more carefully. The Shanks are really lightweight, although hard to hit, so I can pretty much one-shot them. I've also got the best equipment available for my level, so they're only like uncommons and stuff. I haven't got any legendaries. I don't know if you can get legendaries at level 8, but still I'm hitting quite hard. The game itself, it's not easy. Don't expect it's going to be a pushover and you can just run through areas like I am now. It is really difficult. If I was in a level 8 area, then you would be seeing a huge increase in difficulty. Now, you may see I got something called Supercharge there. That's essentially your overdrive ability, your super ability, your overkill, whatever you want to call it. And is this away in the wall? Yes, it is. So I'm going to be saving that for when I get to the boss. And if I'm correct, this boss... No, it's not going to be the giant ball of plasma. I think... Yeah, it's going to be a Vandal. So... Oh shit, this area is dark, so... Oh god, okay. I kind of want to use it here, but I will avoid doing so. These are just level 1, so I should be fine. In fact, I can just go in and shank them all. I'm going to shank the Shanks, the iron... Oh no, that is actually the target! Okay, so, if I use my little ability here, I'll pop in third person for a moment, and then I get my golden gun. Now, this gun, if this guy moves out the way, then this gun is... Yeah, it's really fucking powerful. It can one-shot bosses. And I missed it there. It only gets 3 shots, so you have to be really accurate with it. And one gripe I do have with console is, obviously, you have aim assist. Now, aim assist isn't something I really like. I would rather have it turned off, and there probably is an option in the options menu, but I just have been too lazy to find it. So, this game, I can't praise it enough. It's everything I want it to be. I played it until level 8, and I just want to play more. I'm not playing the game to level up, I'm playing it because it's fun. The gun-on-gun, or the gunplay in general, just feels absolutely amazing. The finding loot, it's really satisfying and easy to use. The leveling up is actually really good. You get to level skills, and you get to level your weapons individually. Just for random events that happen, it feels like a cross between Warframe and Borderlands, which, if you know me well, those are 2 of my favourite games. So I can't fault it, it's absolutely amazing. And previously I wasn't very hyped about Destiny at all. I thought it was just going to be, oh right, it's going to be another failed MMO, it'll be popular for a while, but then everyone's going to forget about it. I think it has actually a lot of potential. I mean, it's being made by Activision and Bungie, so it's going to have a lot of support, even if they do end up charging for a lot of DLC and expansion packs and stuff, whatnot, thereafter. They probably will, but it's going to be worth it. This game's absolutely amazing, even for the player versus enemy experience, yet alone the PvP, which I will get into soon enough, probably as a separate video to be honest, because the PvP is completely something else. I love it. Now, I know there are high level enemies up here. If I go around... Oh crap, the Shanks, they're going to get me. Oh god, this was a terrible idea. I need to get to cover. Yeah, you see, these guys are like... What level are they? Oh, these are level 6s actually, so... Yeah, I shouldn't have ran in. There's a higher level one, so... Oh god, I hate burst rifles on Shanks, they're so hard. Maybe I'll pull out the sniper, and miss. Okay, you know what, I'm going to pull out the heavy machine gun, because I can't really miss with this thing. You have 3 weapons in rotation. You have a special weapon, a primary weapon, and a heavy weapon. The heavy weapon you pull out by holding triangle, and you cycle between the primary weapon and the special weapon by pressing triangle. So there's my pulse rifle. If I press triangle, I get my sniper rifle. If I hold triangle, I get my heavy machine gun. So it's a really nice way to have 3 weapons in rotation. You don't have to keep pressing triangle and just cycle between weapons endlessly or swap them in and out. Having 3 is generally enough, because you never have too much ammo, you never have not enough ammo, and 3 weapons is enough for pretty much any situation. As I was trying to say until I got rudely interrupted, I believe there are enemies around here, but before I go that way, I'm going to quickly get the side mission and see what I can get. I have got... the request is swivel turrets in the wreck of... Oh no, that's basically, I just need to kill Shanks and then loot them. And Shanks are probably my most hated enemy in the entire game. I do kind of want to show you guys the Fallen, which is basically like, they're much more melee orientated, they run at you, and they sort of have... Okay, I think this... Yeah, this... No, wait, possibly? It's been... I've completely forgotten the names of the enemies now, but there's one of the orb things that shoots things at you, And these things are pretty annoying because they teleport around, so you have to be careful with. It's also level 8, actually, I didn't even notice that, so I'm in an equally matched area here. Yeah, these are the guys I'm talking about, the Acolytes, who, these are like the other race as opposed to the Lancers and things like that, which, I like the fact there's a lot of enemy variety, but I am kind of worried that there's not going to be enough shit. The Knights are very powerful. Oh god. Oh god. I know, the snipers do a lot of damage, but I really fucked up those shots then. And it's got shield, so I'll throw a grenade round, and come on, finish it off. Oh god. Like, 2 shots from that thing can kill me at the health I'm currently at, so maybe if I jump. No, it's got shield up again, I need to get to cover. Oh god. You see, it's a shame that there aren't more players around, because when I was playing yesterday there were players everywhere, and it made everything feel much more MMO-y. And, oh, did it die? Yes, it did. Sweet. And there we go, there's some ammo for my secondary weapons and whatnot. So, this is pretty much the player versus enemy experience. As I said, there's also story instances, which you can team up with other players to go through your personal story or campaign. And there's strikes, which are essentially raids, which are absolutely awesome and really difficult, and you really do have to cooperate with allies there. You get match made with other ones. So, this is player versus enemy experience of Destiny. I will also show you the PvP in a separate video, which should be coming out soon. And just let me know what you think of Destiny in general. If I have the money, I will probably almost definitely pick this up at release, because it's much better than I thought it would be. It's much more fun, and as I said, it feels like this is what Borderlands 2 could have been. That's the best way I can put it. As well as the whole MMO aspect, which is absolutely amazing. So, let me know your thoughts on Destiny, let me know if you'll be picking up on release, let me know what you like, what you don't like. If you feel as though you can criticise the game, tell me how, and tell me what your expectations were, I guess. That's the best way of putting it. And stay tuned for the PvP video, and let me know if there's anything else you do want to see. I know the beta ends soon, so you will have to tell me if you do want to see more content pretty much straight away, and I'll do my best to get it at you. Meanwhile, I'm about to die, so I'll see you guys in the PvP segment.